How to ensure you avoid dreaded routines with your girl to keep things interesting and exciting.
A good tip is Google Maps. Because when you go on Google Maps, you can see all kinds of cool places. You can look up historical places. The idea is you don't want to do the same thing like, oh, every Friday night we go to our favorite sushi restaurant, then we go home and then we have sex, and then the weekend we stay home and order pizza and a 2 liter bottle of soda. And we hang out and watch football. Even though that's a cool thing to do, but doing the same thing every week, weekend, day in, day out, week after week, month after month, women like variety. We all like variety. And if you're just doing the same thing over and over, because what happens is like the longer people are together, then it just becomes like 7 days a week, Netflix and chill. Come over and you don't even go out anymore. It's like you hang out. Okay, well now the sex is gonna happen, and then you sleep and you wake up. You have sex in the morning, and then you go to work, and then you come back. It's like the same thing. In the beginning, the guy makes the effort, and then the longer they're together, he's like, oh, well, the courtship is over. And the courtship never ends. When I do phone sessions with guys that are in long term relationships, the two problems that lead to their problems are they don't make their girl feel heard and understood, and then therefore the legs close. Or they're not dating and courting her properly, or doing both of those. They're not dating and courting her, and they're not making her feel heard and understood. And that's a quick way to a breakup or a frosty relationship if you do that. So you always got to make the effort, and you want to keep things interesting. It's okay to have favorite places, but to do the same thing every single weekend, it's like do something different, be creative. Spend 5 minutes on your phone on Google Maps, look up some cool cultural thing or some historic thing that you can go surprise her with. Or if she told you something that she liked and you haven't done anything, surprise her with that activity. If she's like, oh, we should go to Top Golf sometime, but you don't really like golf, you're not much of a golfer, and you're like, I'm going to look like a jackass for my girl trying to hit the ball because the last time I went, I couldn't hit anything. That's you. It's like, go anyways. And then you can have fun and she can make fun of you and laugh at you, the fact that you suck at Top Golf. But the fact that she knows you suck at it, didn't like it, but you did it to surprise her because she enjoys it. Plus, it's a cool place anyways. But doing things different. I know like up in St. Augustine, which has always been a great place. I've always taken my girlfriends because of the bed and breakfasts up there. They're old. They're like 100, 150. Some of them are close to 200 years old that are up there. You got Ripley's Believe It or Not. You got the fort up there.
Mm-hmm.
You got lots of bed and breakfast. You've got lots of historical things and fun activities. It's almost kind of like miniature theme park type of stuff that they have up there. And so that's going to a bed and breakfast and then having everything planned out, the cool things to see in the city. That just the fact that you take the time to Google that stuff or you look it up on the map and you plan it out, those are the actions of a man who cares for his girl. He wants to see her smile. He wants to treat her like a lady, and he wants to do fun things. He doesn't want to do the same boring, dull routine every week. Because guys that do the same boring, dull routine every week, you guys, after a while, are going to be like, he doesn't give a shit about me. He doesn't care. He just does the same thing, same routine. So you got to participate in your own rescue. You got to do it. If you're the leader, if you're the one driving the fun bus, come up with the activities.
Even though you suck at golfing, what little do you know, like once you because you're in the present moment, you never think that you will look back at it, look back at that memory and think about it and reminisce about it. And I think that's like the magic, and that's like a magical thing to think about. Like, example, when I went on my first date with my boyfriend, we went to basically this place where they had wine and they had really like craft beers and they had charcuterie boards and everything. And about, I'd say, a year later, one of my sorority sisters invited me for her birthday at that same place. And the table that we were sitting at was actually the table right behind that table. And I'm like, I remember that table. So it's little things like that. It sounds weird and it sounds very cheesy AF, but
No,
it is like, it's little things like that. You don't realize at the moment that little details like that, memories like that will come back and, they'll give you put a smile on your face. You know, it really means a lot. And especially since it was something significant. I didn't think it was going to be anything huge because at that moment I'm like, you know, I was hung up on someone and then I went on a first date with this guy. I didn't think it was actually going to go anywhere because I was still hung up on this guy. But
I
little did I
remember
know,
that.
like, yeah, yeah. I mean, Caroline does too.
Yeah,
And
we had a few struggle sessions.
yeah, yeah. Because with me, it'd be like that. But a month later, you know, I realized, holy crap, I have feelings for this guy. And, you know, ever since then, you know, granted, we've had our topsy-turvy moments, but things worked out in the end. And I'm really happy with him. And it's a memory I always look back. Like I said, when I was with my sorority sister, like I couldn't help but look every now and then at that table because it was like, it was a good, fond memory.
It was like some sort of nostalgia for you.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it's cheesy. I can't. I'm a little cheesy sometimes. Forgive
Sounds
me.
like a greeting card moment.